This is Two Shit Blokes Summer Sesh. Listeners Comment Edition 1. Jace isn't here because the Giants absolutely destroyed his Eagles and made Barkley look like he never left New York. So while he's off sulking somewhere, I'm flying solo, replaying some of our favourite listeners' comments from Season 1. Let's get it on.
From Seabear states, "Hey guys, short-time listener, long-time hater. Listened to the first minute and fell asleep. Heard Dave is known for putting children's heads through walls. Hated this podcast. Never again." Fan of yours? Friend of yours, obviously.
Daughter, actually. Hi, Carly. Love you. It is true that I used to threaten my children if they didn't do what they were told. I'd put their head through a wall. Never happened because I respect my house too much.
It's a baseless threat.
Yeah, and they didn't listen. Josh's future wife, she was horrified. So,
if you don't rule through fear, then you're not ruling at all.
But as we say, Jason, children ruin your life.
Daily.
Yes, correct.
Next on is from Steve Granger, big fan. Hey dudes, big fan, obviously, like he says. One topic that grazed my ear hairs was Dave mentioned Cincinnati's D. He sounded real concerned. If Dave were coach, how would he fix their D? Keen to hear the breakdown next week. Catch you on the flop.
For those that don't know, Steve Granger's actually my business partner. But this isn't Steve Granger. This is a bloke called Nugget. This is a very low individual. And his fascination with D is not about defence. And I think he got a little excited by the fact that we were mentioning D. So, Nugget, great to have you on board. Keep up the bad work. Thank you, mate.
When you say a low individual, so he is right in our target audience.
Yeah, is exactly where we are.
Nice.
Yep.
Good. The next one's from Nick, long-time hater, first-time listener. Can you confirm Dave beats up old men for fun and got handsy on a plane? Also, neither of you could tip water out of a bucket. 1 hour and 43 minutes, I'll never get back. Now, Nick sounds like the kind of guy that would tip you $1.10 favourite and have it lose.
Oh, absolutely.
Does sound also, in those short sentences, that he might have commitment issues. Seems like he strings a girl along for about 10 years and then finally decides he'll propose.
Yeah, and then delays the wedding by 2 years. That's what I hear.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like a nice person.
Apple doesn't fall far, mate.
I was going to say that. If anyone's wondering, Nick is Josh, and Josh is Dave's son. So as we said, apple, tree. The last one is from Dan Ox. Hey pals, long-time listener, first-time commentator. I'm probably your top fan in the Northern Hemisphere. This is our US listener. Followed Dave's tips this week, but he had both Sharks and Cowboys in the multi. Oh, I'm sorry, but I didn't pull this up with Dave because I was looking at my own multi, but this is the type of unprofessionalism I have to live with daily. Dave has been put on notice that a repeat of this will see him ousted, and I will bring in additional assistance if anyone wants to throw their hand up to join me. So Dave is on notice. He will fix it. The email also goes on to say, which side are you on, mate? Also, can you clarify, is Jez the son or the gay lover? Hooroo, go Birds. I like this guy. Go Birds.
Go Birds. This is the Ox, Danny. He's a good fella, Danny. I did muff the kick. Last week I panicked, Jace.
Oh, no, you didn't even have how much it was paying.
Yeah, I did.
You just fell apart, mate. You fell apart.
The reality of life is that I was more worried about the production and it recording than the content. And I'll probably back it up and do it again. What was his other questions there?
Jez, the son or the gay lover? He's the gay lover.
For both of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Jez. Loves the colours. Another comment here was from Seabear, believed to be your daughter. Tried to give this a second chance, and the only good part was me hearing my own comment read back to me. Let's not come back for a third episode. Kids are brutal.
Yeah, they are. But, we got to bag her while she was waitressing on Saturday.
True.
Would you like to critique her?
Worst waitress ever.
Yeah.
Worst. Hands down. I did see her spit in my food.
She should. I would.
Yeah, it actually gave it some flavour coming from that place, which was good.
Come on, mate. Pascalini's is unbelievable. Anyone in the Kellyville area, Pascalini's is the go, and they've been great to my family, and they're beautiful people that own that place. So
the best bacon and egg roll you'll ever have, hands down.
That chicken and avocado and mushroom Turkish bread thing that I had the other day was banging.
Yeah, you almost ate your fingers. You were out of control.
And I hadn't eaten for a while. So
And best mushroom sauce you'll ever find this side of Sydney. All right. We do have a serious comment, which we will get into, from our friend Jez.
our gay lover,
I didn't want to say it. I think you got a bit offended.
get over it, rub some dirt on it.
But Jez, he was a wonderful human being. And he says this, and it's a good point. South's team decimated. Do you think players like Dylan Brown, Toby Sexton should be lent to help support a team in circumstances to assist creating competitiveness? And
No.
And he talks about those two players particularly, who are struggling to make first grade at the moment, who have been benched.
No.
Why?
Well, life's not fair, mate. I don't agree with it at all. If you get injuries, suck shit. I don't care. Suck it up, princess. That's professional sport.
Yeah, look, I do agree. I think that every team, unfortunately, goes through times of crisis, and we're seeing it at the moment. The competitiveness is a good point because from a ratings point of view, you don't want to turn on and see your team get beaten by 60, and that is a valid point, which I do find. However, I still think that is just tough, and it does give a good opportunity for clubs to blood players that are coming through. And also players will get a run in first grade that won't get a run ever again.
This is from Mo Lester. So,
Friend of yours?
friend of mine. Hi guys, Mo Lester in the house. Gabe Owner is still filthy that you didn't read out his full comment last week. Probably because Jason wasted half the episode giving shout-outs to 3 friends that he actually has. Do better, Jason. Safe to say this year is the year of the rooster after Lockie's gentle towards cost the Dogs the game yet again.
We'll talk about that. We'll get into that.
Can't wait to hear your take on this. P.S. Question for Jason. Fuck, marry, kill, Lockie Galvin, Alex Safar, and Alex Mason? Who's Alex Mason?
Well, mate, I think he means Heath Mason.
Maybe.
Yeah, Tigers reserve. Oh, mate, you'd fucking just shoot them all, mate. You're not fucking any of them. Shoot them all. All right. As I said, there was no fence sitting on that one. They're my 3 favourite
you having sex with Lockie Galvin or
They're
not?
just shooting fucking all
You
of
can
them.
get
There is no sex.
Probably gave him gentle
There is
towards.
nothing there, mate. I can't stand these 3 individuals. Although Heath Mason does try hard. He is a very... he's a good utility, only young, quite a small fella, but he tries. So.
What's the other Alex in the Tigers?
Seyfarth.
No, the other one. There's another one.
Alex Twal.
I think he meant Alex Twal.
Not Heath Mason. Mate, he's got Mason.
I don't know. He knows what that bloke does.
Alex Twal he tries hard. He's been a long servant of the West Tigers, and he's a battler. Next comment, Dan Ox. Hey pals, long time listener, third time commentator. Great ep this week. In fact, top 3 in my opinion. It's a shame Dave didn't speak for the first half of the ep. Must have been peeling those potatoes. Love it. Still waiting for the day this podcast pays off. So we currently have not hit one multi, and at this rate, I'll not be able to afford the $11 a month subscription to Spotify. Our multi-form is shit. In saying that, we told people from day one, do not follow us. Lay it. And if they listen to us, it's on them. Anyways, hooroo, need more Dave's random thoughts of the week. I don't think we need any more of Dave's
I
random
got
thoughts.
great feedback from the thoughts of the week. I don't know what you're talking about. People loved them. Can I tell you about Dan Ox, right? He's an ex-employee that moved over to America.
To get away from you?
Probably. Yeah. I would. And this bloke, this is the funniest human being on the planet. He took photos of himself, right? And he put them on the filing cabinets above my desk. So every time I look up, I see him with his thumb up in the air with a note under it, you got this day. This is the type of bloke that he is, an absolute lunatic.
We need him on the show, mate.
And he's a great bloke, and he's our...
he's our overseas listener.
Yeah, he's our US correspondent.
Yeah, I love it. Next one's from Jez. Listen, as we like to say, there better be another story, you loose units. Looking forward to the Phil Gould Player of the Week. We did talk about the Phil Gould Award earlier on, saying that it's just going to go to the...
Was this pillow talk with this bloke?
It was pillow talk.
Okay, I thought so.
The Phil Gould Award will go to the biggest fuckwit of the week. Got to say, the talent is doing his job, but technical support dude is a really low bloke. Nice dog, however. It is the most beautiful little puppy.
By the way, we're in a throuple, right?
Yeah.
He's got favouritism towards you. It's quite hurtful.
It's been a long time though.
The gay lover.
Jez and I have been
okay. Well, that's favouritism.
It is favouritism.
Right, that's favouritism.
Next one, PJ. What on earth was that story time? My head hurts. You owe me a V and a vodka for that. Next week's story better be better. I hope there's not a story. Anyway.
Well, they'll come out randomly as my brain clicks through. But, yeah, that story was awesome. And everyone loved it, so especially me.
And the last one is from your daughter, who is the third time comment. You can read that one out.
Someone do us a favour and bomb the recording studio. Well, obviously, she got a win.
I was going to say, maybe she was the one that damaged it.
This podcast peaked when you guys talked about Pascalinis, which probably is true. With that ending, this has definitely been my last podcast, thank God. Carly, you keep listening, you keep writing in. Thank you. We love you.
Got a shout out from White Ant. He says, I was really busy the last couple of weeks and I didn't have time to listen to your third podcast. So I doubled up and listened to EPs 3 and 4 back to back this week. My brain hurts. Keep up the good work, lads. Yeah, that's a bit of torture, that back to back. Even I get sick of listening to you after one episode. I don't know how back to back would do. I'd start self-harming. That's
I
quite
know how
hard.
my poor wife feels, to be honest.
She drinks.
A lot. With your wife, but anyway.
That explains a lot.
White Ant's a good bloke.
He sounds it, actually. He sounds like a good fella.
Known him for a lifetime, so...
We don't need your life story. All right, moving on. Penny Tradition. Hey, guys. Penny Tradition here.
No, it's Tration.
Tradition? Tration?
Penetration.
It is penetration. Penny Tradition. I was like, why is Penny... I was thinking someone else now.
Okay.
I can't read. Hey, guys. Penetration here. Good mate of Mo Lester. Can you read your multis slower? No one can copy them that quick. We kind of do that for a reason because they're that bad. We don't want people to write them because we feel sorry when they lose, but we will read them slower.
Yes. We'll slow it down for you, Mo Lester.
You're making me sweatier than Mo at the Wiggles concert. Love that. As for Brandon Smith insider knowledge, the biggest bullshit I've heard, and we'll touch on that shortly, he only told his dealer he was playing and the bloke had a pineapple on him for first try scorer. Unless the cheese is the world's greatest match fix-up, that's impossible. Honestly, neither you, Tood, nor Smith could tip a canoe. I think that is a very accurate and funny comment, and he's very accurate there.
Yeah, he's still got commitment issues.
Yeah, no, there's no wedding date as yet.
No, not as yet.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Mate, look, after 10 years, you got to take your time.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
No,
right?
you don't. You don't know if you're going to be locked into it. And, you know, I like the fact that he's slow. When you consider that what Taylor Swift and Kelsey have been dating for 2 years and now they're engaged and probably the wedding already planned. I mean, you know, he's taking his time. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's a sensible move by D.
She needs to be sure. The next one's from Seabear. Again, highlight of this episode was my comment, when do I get a compensation for keeping the podcast afloat? That's a very fair point.
When will you get compensated for spending hours doing it?
Well, I should be compensated to
By
spend
the
time
way,
with you.
she gets compensated on the regular. Like, I've spent millions of dollars on this kid going to school and holidays and feeding it. Like, surely she's had enough compensation.
Very true. And they
do ruin your life, those things.
Oh, they do. The only fun is making them. You want to read the next one? Dan Ox.
Mr. Ox, my man, Danny Ox. Hey, pal. Long-time listener, fourth-time commentator. Great ep this week. In fact, got to say it's in my top 4. He uses that joke a lot, doesn't he?
Does, yeah.
He really should
Needs
come
new
up
material.
with new stuff. Ox, do better. Few things to address. I'm glad Jason has run out of friends for his shout-out. That really clogs up the first few episodes. That is true.
It is true. Sorry,
he only has a handful.
I do.
And once again, in the negative for the multis. I think you might have fixed that this week,
I'll
Jason.
fix that, mate. I'll be getting into that. I'll need a good hour to talk about it too.
And then he has a craps on about perhaps you need to prep your sheets better as you tipped the Tigers, but then had the Cowboys in the multi. I can swing.
Yeah,
it's fine.
That was. I'm glad he's listening. I didn't miss that.
Yeah, you're not.
No, I missed it.
We both need a mirror. Well, we've got a mirror, and it doesn't like us.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't show anything good in the morning.
Glad to have you listening, Ox.
And the last comment from our good friend Jez.
Yeah, your good friend Jez.
He is my good friend, actually. He's realised that you're not a good bloke, so I'm glad he's turned. Mm-hmm. As I said last time, you Muppets listen. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but oh well. This week's episode was really good, and believe it or not, the production guy actually contributed something for once. Bit disappointed on how much you agreed with each other. And we did, actually. It's a good point.
Getting old.
Out of character, quite frankly. Where was Dave's story, for fuck's sake? I mean, what are we paying for? You're not paying. Mate, come on. Actually, start contributing. Biggest tosser, Phil Gould, Buzz Rothfield, Anthony Maroon. I don't mind Anthony Maroon.
All of the above, to be honest.
No, I like Anthony Maroon.
He's trying to wind that back for the carve up he gave me last week.
He is.
Yeah, he's trying to bring back that.
Bit of positivity.
There's no favouritism going on. That's complete crap.
You don't feel loved, do you?
No, I did on Saturday night. It's handsy when he's drunk.
He does get handsy when he drinks. That's why we like going drinking with him. Get handsy.
Well, you do.
Special cuddles. We're going to start with our listener comments again. So we do love it when they get sent through, so thank you. Please keep it up. We're going to start with our, I guess one of our long-time comment makers, Seabear. Really thankful to see you guys bringing awareness to the LGBTQIA plus community. My least favourite gay couple. Thanks for that. A very hurtful comment, but we do appreciate this feedback, so thanks, Seabear.
And to little Seabear, my beautiful daughter, congratulations on getting into Macquarie University. Me and Mum are very, very proud of you. And yes, Jason and I are your favourite gay couple.
She clearly gets the brains from her mother.
This is true.
Moving on, speaking of brains, we've got Jez. Jez is up next. Jez, simply do better. You two cycling each other with all the in-sync comments. Seriously, get a sponsorship with Tampax.
That's hopeful.
I haven't heard so much love in with each other since Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. What was the go with Reece Walsh's painted fingernails in the toilet drinking video? Taking fashion tips off you two morons again. Wow, he unloaded. That's a lot of aggression from Jez, and it all comes from us calling him handsy.
But he was handsy.
He got handsy.
That's not on me, mate.
He can't, he's a bit of a drunken lover.
Do we want to get into Walshy's drinking toilet water?
I just don't care.
I do. The only thing I'll say is that I think it's hilarious that the Broncos came out and said that it was a brand new toilet, no one ever used it, and they don't know how sewer works. It all connects, and amoebas and bacteria doesn't float. Like, come on, boys, be better,
mate. I just think that the poor CEO, when he got the job there, was thinking, "I'm living the dream. I'm in charge of the Broncos," and then next minute, he's standing up before the media telling him about Reece Walsh drinking from a toilet. Like, it's not worth the money, mate. Just find a new job.
Now they've got a media manager on him there, so they'll let a post without approval.
That is just generations cooked. All right, we've got Dan Ox. Love Dan. I saw a photo of Dan today.
You did, on top of the filing cabinet?
Yeah, I borrowed for people wondering, I wasn't stalking Dan, but I borrowed a van from Dave to go and pick up a lounge. So thanks for the van, Dave.
Is it true that you borrowed a white van today and were driving around schools?
Yeah, but I was wondering why you had teddy bears and cable ties in the back, but that explains it.
Well, you put them there. You should know.
So I did see a picture of Dan. So Dan, I know what you look like, and I'm sorry. Hey, pal, still a long-time listener. Won't tell you how many comments I've made after Jason blasted me. Still probably one of your biggest fans in the Northern Hemisphere. Now we know that Penrith will win the comp. You're not too sure about that one, but anyway, let's turn the attention to the real men's sport. My cousin AJ Brown, not really well known, plays for the Eagles and has given me his multi. And I'll tell you what, Dan, I've read this multi and I love it. Eagles to win. This is on Friday, folks. Eagles to win against Dallas. AJ Brown anytime TD. Saquon Barkley to have 80-plus rushing, paying $4.77 on Ladbrokes. I like it. I think it'll get in.
It's a good one. I'm gonna back it.
And he was also happy that Notre Dame lost, being Dave's team. So that's good.
Hurtful. I have two teams in the college ball, and one of them won. Penn State smashed them, and Notre Dame was garbage.
They were garbage. Here we have another comment from a new one. Here we go. Eileen, you lick. Eileen, you lick. Here, Jason, you've got to wake up to yourself about that love letter you gave PVL last week. The bloke hasn't saved racing. All he's done is jack up the taxes on punters and scare the next generation away from ever backing a horse. Honestly, I'd rather have a glass of water at Reece Walsh's house than sit through that dribble again. Do better, mate. God, he's a dick. Mate, you go to the races now and you actually see groups, massive groups of young people that are there to enjoy the races. It shows what he's done. You go to the Everest, you go to the championship and everything. It's very clear that he's very frustrated here, Eileen, that there isn't been a few $1.20 horses that he could back, and he's throwing his frustration onto us, which I think is wrong.
Yeah, I think it's the pressure to get married.
Yeah, it would be a lot of pressure on him.
He did get upset with me because I did said there wasn't a date yet, but there is a date. I just didn't listen.
I wouldn't listen either. I think it's $1. There's $1.20 that she will say, "Look, I've been thinking, and no thanks."
It's in her best interest.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
I think she can do better.
Not a high bar. I think both our wives could do better as well, mate.
Yeah, but we've got kids now, so they're kind of locked in. Here we go. This is my favourite comment. It comes from Hay. It says, "Dave, I can swing. Is that what you were doing in America?"
True. I think I can swing is the comment re my betting. I put one team in a multi and the other one I picked to win the week. So, yes, but I did swing in America with Jason. Correct. and you did get Comment of the Week award this week. Hey, so there you go.
Oh, I think it's great. And as I've said, I think I'd love to bring her in here so she can look at the analytics and the stats of that, because Hayley is amazing with statistics, to actually see what her take on the multi could be.
Too smart for this podcast.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting. You know, they attack to the left. They got this percentage of winning. They complete at this rate. They do this. Like, it'll be interesting. Anyway,
her old man should be taking advantage of this, right, on the punting.
Yeah, but he's like us. He's not smart enough to do that.
Yeah, agreed.
Here we go. White Ant, 6 hours ago. It's quite obvious that Jason thinks he's the talent. I don't think I'm the talent. What I do think is that I'm the most talented person between the two of us.
Not a high bar.
No. Let's get real here. If we didn't have a competent producer, and again, not competent, clearly not competent after today.
Not today.
It all goes to shit. Not having met Jason, it appears from the podcast that I've heard that his skills are limited. Dave is the real star. See, this comment is not wrritten by this bloke
100%.
Here. No, it is not.
I will show you where it came from.
I want an IP&D check on this shit, because there is no way that comes from anyone else but Dave Shaw.
There must be an investigation, Jason.
Mate, you are dead set. It's fishing your own talent. That is ridiculous. First one, Tracy Middleton. Love Trace. 6 episodes in, and I'm still listening. Got to tell you, you nearly lost me when you brought up Paul Carriage. No para fan wants to hear about Paul Carriage, but it's probably the most comical last 10 minutes of any football game you'll ever see. I think it was in 1997, semi-final against Bulldogs. Sorry, bring it up again, Trace.
Nobody cares, Trace.
Sorry, I got distracted. No parafan needs to relive that, but your commentary around the demise of the Dogs since the arrival of Genital Warts has kept me amused and still listening. Love the rants and banter. Keep being two shit blokes and I'll keep listening. Love, Trace.
Tracy wins. Comment of the week.
Never getting a shout with Trace. It will not end well for you. Now, frequent commenter Jez. Can't wait to hear what dribble Waldorf and Stadler drum up this week. Bloody Muppets. Oh well, hit us up with what you've got this week. Ears are still bleeding from the feedback through the radio from last week's debacle. It was a debacle, and I apologise. I've run out of man hugs to give. This is the best I have. Nico hip drop was a joke. It's a contact sport. People get injured. I don't know what else he was meant to do. It's a fair call too.
Jez is 100% correct.
Yeah, I know, and we don't say that very often, so it's good that he's right this time. Dan Ox, our good friend Dan. Hey pals, Ox here, and let's just dive straight into it. Disagree with most things, especially when Dave tipped the Giants. That was so funny. We'll get into that later. Dave's not happy. As most would have seen, the weather for the Philly game was not great, you might say. It was spitting from kickoff. It was fine. Dan, you bet lost, mate. Just cop it on the chin. Hopefully CD Lamb has the ball. Thankfully, Ceddie Lamb has the ball handling skills of a lesbian. Oh, shit. Oh, we're going to hell.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best, Dan.
I need some redemption from last week from Jalen. Decided not to throw to my cousin. Yeah, Dan, I agree. He threw once to AJ Brown, his best receiver. He barely threw to any receivers the whole game. It's a strange game to watch. Cowboys to win, Ravens to win, Bills to win, Eagles to win, $3.93, a safe bet. Big ups to the boys from State. Thanks, Dan. Love your comments always. The next is from Dave, or as he goes by the name of White Ant. It's Dave, let's be clear.
No, it's not.
Hey, guys, let's not make this week's podcast a platform for Jason to bag his wife's cooking and play with his mobile constantly during the broadcast. As you often say, Jace, do better. I will do better this week, White Ant, or Dave, but I will do better, I promise. We then have Dixie Wrecked.
No, hang on. It's not me.
Listen,
it's written way too well for me.
If it's not you, then it is someone that is trying to blow you because it's so close to you. All it does is praise Dave.
I'm not saying he's not one of my people, but he's definitely not me. And well, good job, White Ant. You're the best.
He'll slip that 100 to you shortly.
He actually owes me a carton.
We now have Dixie Wrecked, who's also. I think he's related to Eileen Ulick.
And Mo Lester.
Just a quick reminder, I tipped David Dog from last week's potty, a Friday bank builder, some might say. What was it paying, Dave? $1.20, $1.30?
I think it was $1.75.
Holy wow.
You went out on a limb on this one.
Oh, a bank builder. What bank are you building with $1.75? Wow.
Still free money, Jace.
That's impressive. He won by 8 lengths and broke the track record. That is amazing for $1.75. And what do I get? Not even a mention. Yeah, you're getting a mention right now as being a terrible punter. Honestly, boys, wake up. If you're going to ignore the only winners this pod has ever seen, hey, I had a winner and it didn't pay $1.75, mate. Remember that.
I had Parramatta win too, so they paid $2.25.
We don't even need this bloke. Anyway, he says, you may as well launch 2shitblokesbet.com and finally make some money out of your shit tips. This week's Friday Bank Builders, Townsville Cup, number 3. Daisy's Rory Goulburn Friday race 6, number 8 Turbo Mouse.
Dish lickers, I'm off it.
I want to know what they're paying right now, but I won't look.
Yeah, I'm after last week.
The next one is from my dear wife, Jason.
All suffering wife.
It's your wife. This week when you come home, could you please leave your balls hanging at the door? I don't know where else they go.
I thought they were in a jar beside the bed.
She hands them to me as I walk out the door. And please do not leave me again like last week to serve my uncooked dinner for your family. On a serious note, I think you and Dave have done a great job on this podcast. I know how much you love having a laugh and putting it together. Oh, she's dear. We will give a comment of the week to Trace because it was great to see a first time writer come in and also mention the disgraceful Paul Carriage.
That's a wrap on this edition of Two Shit Blokes Somerset. Listeners' Feedback Edition 1. I'll be back soon with the second edition without Jason. Honestly, it's so much better without him. Catch you next time.